I think that feels like a nice package there.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at those phones light up. It's Felger and Mazz on 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Rob in Boxford waiting patiently on that. Thanks, Rob. What do you got?
Karl Malone getting a child pregnant while he was still in the NBA. A 13-year-old child had his child. And then Steven Tyler took legal guardianship of a minor, knocked her up, forced her to get an abortion, and then dropped her off at her parents' house.
Yeah. Is all that confirmed? This is why I'm reluctant.
I think there was some shadiness with Karl Malone. That Karl Malone one sounds somewhat familiar. That second one,
Can we just confirm that real quick?
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'd never heard that before.
Me neither.
Clickety clack.
Stand by.
Seriously.
1983, at age 20, Karl Malone impregnated 13-year-old girl Gloria Bell while attending Louisiana Tech.
Okay, all right. So I guess put that on the list. That's a grim. Some of these are grim. I'm hoping to. Here's Mike in the car on James Hagen's. Yes, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hey, guys. Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go.
Yeah, I think you guys are undervaluing what Hagens could bring if you guys think they need a guy that can score and doesn't do stupid stuff with the puck and isn't trying to make mistakes on the ice. So, because you guys have talked about that with Pastrnak. So, I mean, if he can come in and bring a spark and play the right way, then, screw it, bring him up.
Of course he can. If he can do that, of course bring him up. What if he can't? What if he's not ready to do it? He's not going to do stupid things with the puck? What happens the first time someone who's got 50 pounds on him, which is like most everybody.
Yeah, right, because he's small.
Lays him into the boards. You think he's not going to do something stupid with the puck? Of course, ideally, yeah, he brings this, that, and the other. Then he gets out there and he gets cracked across the face by some guy who's got 50 pounds and 7 years in the league on him. And then what? Then what does he do? It's all well and good until he gets cracked across the honker. How about Michael in Reading? Go ahead, Michael.
Hi. The Gary Hart and...
Very good.
Donna Rice? No.
Donna Rice.
Is it Donna Rice?
Oh, I don't know if that's the name, but you should know.
I thought it was Jessica Fawn.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. No, see, Donna Rice might have been Clinton. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Clinton in the field.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I go Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, yeah.
But Clinton in the field is really better. Gary Hart, remember that old fashion?
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like that.
Was it the PTO? Praise the Lord. Is that what it was?
No, that's
Jim Baker.
Jim Baker.
Yeah.
Baker, Swagger, like all those preachers.
I've sinned against you, my Lord.
Yeah, a lot of those. We got a lot of those. The Gary Hart one, that derailed his presidential campaign.
It did, yeah, totally did.
On the boat monkey business? Is that what that is?
No, Donna Rice was Gary Hart, I think.
Was it monkey business? The name of the boat. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
I got that right. It was on the monkey business.
Donna Rice was Gary Hart.
Yep.
She
was cute.
Yeah.
And it was...
blonde, right? She was a blonde.
No? Well, ish. But that's old school political scandal right there.
Definitely.
Dave in Worcester, quick.
Hey, real quick. Rory McIlroy.
Not confirmed. And I reject it, by the way. Rory McIlroy, and I'm going to let him finish. I don't think it's confirmed. I don't think it's real, by the way. And no. So if I feel you're giving something that's not reported or confirmed, I'm going to cut you right off. I'm not going to permanently ban you because you want to play along. But it's not going to go there unless it's been publicly confirmed, especially if I don't believe it. Wayne in Yarmouth. Hi, Wayne.
Steve McNair, who had a history of cheating on his wife, but he cheated once too often.
Yeah.
With, I think, a 20-year-old. It cost him his life.
That's a bad one. That's a grim one.
And a gross 20-year-old, too, if we're being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But, yeah, well, I remember the story. I don't remember what she looked like.
Slob.
Who are we, Murray?
No, that one I can judge.
You were thinking of Jennifer Flowers.
Jennifer Flowers was Clinton. Jennifer Flowers, the nightclub singer. Wasn't she?
Yeah, very good.
He is such a pig.
Oh, big
that guy.
She was another blonde. I think they love the blondes.
Daniel in Burlington. Go ahead, Daniel.
The Michigan football coach, he went right to her house after that and took a butter knife and went Mrs. Butterworth on her ass.
That Michigan football coach.
Yeah, that was one too. Yeah.
Lost his marbles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, she was like a graduate assistant or something.
I don't know.
That he had a relationship with.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Stanley in Leominster. Go ahead, Stanley.
Michael, a lifetime
movie to watch every night it's on. Mark Shimura with his family's babysitter.
Oh, that creep. Good one. The next door neighbor's babysitter or daughter or what? Remember that?
You just get in the hot tub with him.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Creep.
Oh, I don't remember that.
First class creep. And the capper is that he wouldn't go to the White House because he was morally opposed to Clinton and his piggery. And then he got nabbed in the hot tub with the neighbor's daughter or whatever.
Ugh.
That guy. That was a good. You want to talk about justice and the comeuppance. Mark Chimura. I'm not gonna tell you where he went to school. Matt in Bridgewater. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey guys, I don't think this would have made Mazz's list. Sorry for the been mentioned, but remember when Kevin Garnett told Carmelo Anthony that his wife tasted like Cheerios, and then Carmelo Anthony went to the locker room after the game, to confront him about it?
Something about Honey Nut Cheerios, and there was a confrontation outside the bus.
Yes,
with Carmelo's crew.
Yeah, I think Garnett had, according to the internet, he had some extramarital affairs.
No.
And so did
in the NBA?
So did Melo.
No. Stop it. Yeah. There's no way. Continue with more of your wonderful thoughts right after these words.
Now, more of Felger and Mazz. Now, on the Sports Hub.
My good friend Pablo Torre. This is the kind of thing that is right in his wheelhouse. Pablo Torre finds out everything that anyone would be curious about as it relates to these photos, how they came to be, how the Post got the tip, whether or not the denials hold water relevant to the photos. Is there something more? Think about all the great work that he did last year. Once the whole Bill Belichick, Jordan Hudson thing hit critical mass with the softball interview from CBS that Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick regarded as a high and inside fastball, and it all kind of went from there. There's a lot of stuff there that Pablo can report on, but his podcast is now distributed by The Athletic. What's going to happen there? Andrew Marchand covers sports media. His catchphrase, everybody wants to cover sports media. Is he going to cover a fairly significant sports media story involving his own shop? Be interesting to see where this goes.
This is an important media story. The Russini end of it is actually a tangible, real story and a real topic in sports journalism. Where you're getting your stories, who's feeding you the information, why are they feeding it to you, what's the bias in your reporting, if there is any. The whole trope of women sports reporters and how they get their stories. I say trope, the hurdles they've had to overcome and the perceptions they've had to overcome, the unfair perceptions they've had to overcome over the years. Getting into locker rooms, and then once they're in locker rooms, the way they're treated in locker rooms, and just dumb men. Well, where did you get that story? Like that whole thing, that whole bucket is such a big, important media story. So the Patriots end of it, I think it's just sort of fun to talk about. It's not fun to, if Vrabel's lying or cheating or anything like that. That's not cool. But like that part of it is really just sort of salacious ball busting, not really anywhere to go with it. The media part of it's different. Mm-hmm. It is. It's a tailor-made story for Pablo Torre. But it's The Athletic that does his podcast. I didn't realize that. Andrew Marchand covers, media.
And I'm literally scrolling his tweets over the last day and a half. Nothing.
I mean, this is the biggest media story going. Chad Finn covers it locally, obviously. Just knowing how Chad Finn rolls, I don't think he wants to write about alleged extramarital affairs from Mike Vrabel. It's the last thing he wants to do. But the media story is kind of a big one. If I cover the media, this is my Super Bowl because it combines everything. It's salacious. It's headline grabbing. It's something people want to read about and consume. And it involves important questions about the field. It's like everything you would want. How are these media guys not covering this?
No, good question. Look, and again, when you really dissect it too, it's not even as, I don't want to say trivial because that's not the right word. But if it's a player, sometimes it's those guys are the 53rd man on the roster, like whatever. And I'm not telling you that's right either. I'm just saying this is a position of authority. It's a decision maker.
Dianna Russini's reported extensively on the A.J. Brown trade talks. Okay? I don't think that she has moved the needle because I think the needle had already moved on A.J. Brown wanting out of Philadelphia. But it's approaching the territory of she gaining inside information about that process, influencing perception about that process, and perhaps benefiting one side over the other.
Yep.
Again, I don't think it got all the way there in this case, but it does from time to time get to that place when reporters are reporting out a story and have information that can sort of shape a narrative, shape a storyline, and sort of steer it in one direction or the other. The Vrabel, Russini, and her reporting on A.J. Brown, it's awfully close. Again, I don't think it got all the way there, but we're getting there. So there's that whole piece to it from a media standpoint. I mean, we would report and we would talk about, again, if Adam Schefter shared the same agent as a draft prospect and Adam Schefter then pumped up that draft prospect, we would talk about that. We've talked about Dan Orlovsky being represented by the same guys as the kid in Alabama who I keep forgetting, Ty Simpson, and him pumping up Ty Simpson. Well, where's that coming from? We do that. Russini's reporting out something about A.J. Brown to the Patriots. I mean, why aren't you allowed to say, well, where's that coming from? Like, that's a big media story.
Of course, yeah. Look, I told you earlier, to me, like, that one isn't every reporter in some capacity compromised one way or another?
I was going to say, so we're always poking at what reporter is in bed with what player or what team. Quote, unquote, in bed. So like this falls right along those lines.
Yeah.
You're going to ignore this one because you're not allowed to talk about someone's personal life, but you call out all the other biases or agendas? What about this one? Like, I don't know. Feels like a really...
Yeah, it feels real quiet.
Big media story that the media guys don't seem to be covering.
No, look, and again, if you're being honest with yourself and you cover it, you got to acknowledge your own too, right? Like, so you're not going to get any argument from Mike. We worked in this business for a long time. I remember telling people, like, we basically prostitute ourselves on a daily basis to some degree. When you're covering teams, that's part of the gig. But now the question is to what degree and how far are you going? So, but everybody's guilty of it on some level.
Great one for Pablo Torre.
Great one is right.
We love everything he did with Belichick and Jordan Hudson. We didn't worry about delving into his personal life, did we? Oh, but I see now that it's Vrabel and he's coaching the Patriots. Now we don't talk about personal lives. Oh, I got it. Oh, that sounds cool. Or not. Like, could you be more transparent? If you're on that side of it, well, we don't talk about the personal lives. We don't. We spent the last year in bed with Belichick and Jordan Hudson. But now we can't because we don't talk about the personal lives? Stop it. Back to your phones. Dean in Shrewsbury on the Red Sox. Hi, Dean.
Hi. My opinion on the Red Sox really hasn't changed since opening day, and that's if they can pump up the value of one of these left-handed outfielders and trade it for a legit right-handed bat, that we're true World Series contenders. Like, I'd have us as huge underdogs against somebody like the Dodgers, but I think our pitching staff, and I know it hasn't shown, but I think our pitching staff is just too good to count us out in October.
So I don't see it with the pitching staff yet, but back to that first piece. If you package up some of your left-handed hitting outfielders, Duran, Yoshida, who else are you talking about there?
Okay, Abreu, Anthony.
Okay, Abreu.
You got four of them if you count Yoshida, because Raphael is right in.
But trading Anthony to get a power bat is kind of defeating the purpose.
Absolutely.
So Abreu would get you something, right?
Yes, definitely.
But aren't you then diminishing your power?
Yes.
Definitely.
So the idea here is to add to Anthony and Abreu. So this is why I say, like, what does Duran get you? What is... Yoshida has no value, right?
So I have a very simple answer to this question in this, because Dean raises a good option.
Yeah.
Why hasn't it happened already? The time was to do it was during the offseason. And this is one of my gripes with the Red Sox now, and Breslow in particular. Do you want to make a deal or do you just want to hold on to everybody?
The other thing.
Okay, you just want to hold, because I'm not even sure that he made the Crochet deal. Frankly, I'm not. I think he got help on that one. If you want to know my honest opinion, I'm not sure he has the capacity or the balls to make that deal. So Durant should have been gone 2 years ago after he had that great year. Bobby Dahlbeck should have been traded. I'm going back to other GMs now. But Dahlbeck should have been traded when he had that great second half. Hell, maybe even Casas, if you want to get down to that, when he had that good second half. There were plenty of guys to look at and say, is now the time to move them when their stock is high? What are you gonna get for Durant now that he's hitting $182? Or whatever the freaking number is. They're too late. They're too late. They have, they have chances to move some of these guys, but because they're cheap and they're getting some productivity, they don't want to give them up. It's a mistake. They've effed it up. You got all these lefties, left-handed hitting outfielders, and you're stashing them away like they're worth something, and now it's too late. You effed it up. You could have dealt Meyer if you wanted to deal him for Marte. And I'm not telling you I do all these. I'm just saying, can you do one of them?
Does that answer your question, Dean? Put that on your bagel and spread it. Why don't you?
Seriously, God, it's just he's right. He's 100% right. Brezzo has effed this part of it up. They're overstocked on the roster.
Here's Murray's update. We're back with the final segment of your wonderful thoughts, calls, and emails. We'll go back to the phones for the 5 o'clock hour, Mazz, unless you have a fresh thought for us.
God, no.
Felger and Mazz, 98.5 Sports Hub.
It's back, golf's most prestigious event. And with the return to Augusta comes the crowd's most obnoxious fan. It's time once again for the Mazzsters.
Hey, I guess we're not going to see Tiger this year, huh? Guys like the World Cup when it comes to DUIs. Every 4 years, here he is again, crashing his car, all banged up on pills, damn near kills himself and never even loses his license. Next time, call an Uber, you loser. Got her up. Hey, Chris, got her up. I think you suck. Oh, look at you, got her up. One of the hottest players on the tour this year. Yeah, my ass. Got her up. Hey, Chris, got her up. I think you suck. Hey, Patrick Reed. Reed, I know you hear me. Think you're so good putting here at Augusta, do ya? Well, I got news for you, pal. Georgia's been bone dry for months. Meaning these greens are going to be just like Mazz, firm and fast.
There it is. A tradition unlike any other, as we say here at 98.5 The Sports Hub and Felger and Mazz. Big Jim Murray and the Mazzters. That was next level, Jim, I have to say.
You like the Chris got her up one, huh?
Oh, my God.
Got her up.
Another song ruined.
Hey, Chris, got her up. I think you suck.
Genius, I would say. Now, the bit is Mazz just chirping the golfers at the Mazzters. But the truth of the matter is that we are subjected every year this time of year to the live Mazzters.
Yeah, the best stuff is the filthy commentary in between commercial breaks.
Where Mazz is watching it, and as he goes, he's doing the exact same thing like this guy, Mazz. How do you feel about this guy lining up for the putt right here?
This is McIntyre?
Yeah.
That fat load? Seriously, this guy is, this guy's what's the word I'm looking for? He's a chump. Is what he is. Like, he's got a bad
He looks like
body.
Flounder.
He does. He's got a horrible body. There's just something about him when I look at him, I say, this guy's not going to win. He got no chance. He doesn't carry himself like a winner.
Who was the other guy that you said
Kitayama. Kirk Kitayama. He was the first guy in today.
Yeah, what about him?
Had the lead early on. He has since slid down because McIlroy and Sam Burns passed him. But right now he's third at -3. He better enjoy that view. And I'd wear brown pants the rest of the tournament because he is going to freaking crap himself the next 3 days. That guy's going to wake up tomorrow and realize that he's within 2 strokes of the Masters lead, and he is going to crap his pants. No chance.
You wouldn't believe this goes on all day long.
See, look at McIntyre from the side. Look at him.
Now there's a gut there.
He's trying to hold it in right there because he knows. The camera's looking at him from the side, and he's like... Hold it in.
Mazz, who do you like that's a few shots off of this?
Yeah, so who do you like on that board?
So, believe it or not.
But more importantly, who do you not like on that board?
Okay, so, let me just tell you quickly. Xander Schauffele's been playing well. I like Schauffele. He's at -2 right now. I keep an eye on him. I think he's been playing well. I actually raised this to Kevin Majori, who's the real guy you should be asking about who's going to win this thing. I would keep an eye on Schauffele. And I'm ashamed to say I would watch Tommy Fleetwood this week. Fleetwood, guy's due. I think he's a loser, but he's due. Sooner or later, he finally won a tournament last year. Like at some point, he's got to be in it on I just think that if it's tight on Sunday, and typically at the Masters it is, he'll crap his pants too. He's another one. Another one who'll crap his pants at the end.
The point here is the Mazzters is no bet. He does it, and we should put a mic on Mazz here during the breaks. It's just the constant riding of every single guy that comes across the TV screen. It's amazing.
Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
Here's a mini lightning round because we want to get some emails. Tim in New York on Higgins. Go.
Hey, real quick, I saw him play in Rochester, and he was definitely the best player on the ice. His passes were crisp. His two-way game defensive was unbelievable. He was great. Here's the best thing. We waited outside the bus. He skipped all the old guys for the cards and signed my daughter's flag. Went right to the kids.
Oh, that's
This
cute.
guy's awesome.
Okay, well, I'm going to say you're biased, sir, because he signed your daughter's gear. Here's Pat in Plymouth. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, Felgy and Mazz. You forgot about the biggest scandal. Jermaine Wiggins and the Love Boat.
It wasn't just Wiggy, but that Vikings team had a night. Apparently. Exactly. it lives on in Felger and Mazz. Here's Steve in Peabody. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, here's one. Joe Biden married his babysitter, Jill.
Was she his
18 years
babysitter?
old. Yes, she was.
Yeah?
And you can take that to the bank.
Okay, Steve. Here's Rex in North.
What kid wouldn't do that?
Rex in North Carolina. Go ahead, Rex.
Hey, yeah, Google Ryan Giggs, Manchester United legend from the early 2000s. He was banging his little brother's wife for like a decade, like paying for abortions and all that.
Okay.
His name popped up on some of the search.
did it?
I didn't read up on him, though, because I was trying to keep it to American
I think
athletes.
we just got it. Charles in Connecticut on Higgins. Go.
Hey, all I got to say, man, this kid's something special, and you guys aren't giving him enough credit. I watched him play in the A. This kid's got poise. Like, he's going to be a good player for the Bruins, and I think this is what they need going to the playoffs.
Okay. Yep. I'm showing him no respect. True. Ron in Medford. Yes, Ron.
Yeah, he's going to be a superstar. There's been 45 or 46 Hobie Baker Award winners, which is the equivalent of the Heisman in hockey. Only one has actually had a stellar career and made the Hall of Fame, Paul Kariya.
The U.S. hockey's getting better. U.S. college hockey's getting better, and there's some really good players coming out of the U.S. college ranks. I don't dispute that. I don't trust Swinney to have found the guy. That's all.
Is this kid going to win the Hobie Baker, or did he?
They probably announced it already, I think. I don't think he did. Was it McKenna in Penn State?
It's probably him. Yeah, he's a projected number one pick, right?
Let's do some emails, shall we? Go ahead, please.
It's the Coleman Electric email of the day.
Dear Felga, I really hate you, and I think Mazz is a boob.
It's electric. The Coleman Electric email of the day. It's electric. Send yours to Felger at 985thesportshub.com.
Email today brought to you by Coleman Electric, a bunch of really good electricians helping homeowners like you. When you need an electrician, call Coleman.
It's electric.
It is electric. Obviously, a lot of suggestions for Mazzters and a clarification. Mazz put Brady and Giselle on tier 1, which they married and had kids and had a family, and like that just doesn't feel like a salacious. But as you pointed out, Giselle started before Brady was done with Moynihan, thus it deserves to be on the list. Abigail wants to get you back on that. Says, you and Jim Felger disagreed with Mazz regarding Brady. Both of you are so wrong that you should be taken out back and beaten relentlessly with a wet sausage. Thank you, Abigail. Brady had to be on the list because Moynihan was pregnant when he started his relationship with Giselle. He cheated on Bridget while she was pregnant, all caps. Thank you for this attention to this matter, says Abigail.
It was kind of a big story at the time.
Okay, so
I guess I memory hold that one.
we crossed over into the world of pop culture and entertainment, not just sports, these scandalous ones. Steve writes in and says Joey Buttafuoco and Amy Fisher.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
one. Yeah, good one.
Okay, now,
The Long Island Lolita.
it became famous after the fact, though, right? Like, they weren't famous. It's just...
No, when it became public. Yeah.
Because then the Lolita then shot the
wife in the face. Yeah, it was a tough one.
And then she heard the whole thing there, yeah.
Steve says, Wilbur Mills, an exotic dancer at the Washington Monument. This one I had to look up. In 1974, powerful U.S. Congressman Wilbur Mills was involved in a scandal when police stopped his car near the Washington Tidal Basin, not the Washington Monument, and his companion, exotic dancer Fanny Fox,
I bet she had a big ass.
the Argentine firecracker, jumped into the water. That's how they tried to get around it. She jumped into the water, the poor girl. Mills was...
I guess so much for that firecracker.
Mills was found intoxicated and injured, leading to the downfall of his career. Okay, that's a good one. And then he says, my wife and the guitar player. Got this one a lot. Stu, I'm surprised we didn't bring this one up. Jeff writes in, hey, Felger, how about Hulk Hogan and the wife of Bubba the Love Sponge?
Oh, yes.
Great one.
Yeah.
Good one.
That was a good one.
Yes, that was a good one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and the maid having a kid.
Yep.
I brought that up immediately.
Yep.
Not sure if you guys mentioned it earlier today, and he didn't want to get banned for life, but how about Manti Te'o and the girlfriend that didn't exist?
I put that in the email chain.
He did. Murray wanted that one.
I missed that. That's
Manti
a good
Te'o
one,
and
Murray.
the fake girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a salacious relationship.
Ron.
Boy, that one took an odd turn, too, after that, didn't it?
Yeah. He's ended up having a pretty good career. Now he works for NFL Network or works on Good Morning Football.
He's
there.
with Good Morning Football with Jamie.
Didn't that whole thing get staged by his cousin or something like that?
Oh, yeah. It was somebody
Remember
new.
that?
Yeah.
That was a weird story.
So don't get hurt, says Ron Felger. Don't get hurt. I'm not in the mood to take you to the hospital. That's one of your commandments. Coming from the guy that was med-flighted off the island after falling off his bike. It's true, Ron. I'm human. I make mistakes. I violated my own catchphrase. Big time. Meanwhile, we did a fun thing today where I just kept the word nanny up in the commands line and then just filled in the celebrity name to confirm so-and-so with nanny, because there's been a lot of nanny scandals. I'm just finishing up this one as I speak because I got a lot of suggestions on Gavin Rossdale.
Oh, the singer of Bush. Yeah.
Yes. Gavin Rossdale discovered, Gwen Stefani discovered that her husband, Gavin Rossdale, was having an affair with their nanny.
Ugh.
After explicit photos and messages popped up on the family iPad. Whoops. They went to play Roblox, and instead there was a little...
So if you just typed in, if you left nanny there and just typed in generically celebrity with nanny, you must get all kinds of stuff.
What can I tell you? It's a frequent frequent trouble spot. Let's just put it to you like that.
I feel like a good business idea would be
Ethan Hawke
to start a company that's just ugly nannies.
To dig you out. Oh, so there's no temptation.
Yeah. That you just hire women that look like Sam Kinison. That way there's no temptation.
That should be a good name of a bar, the Ugly
Women
Nanny.
That way there's no trouble. Your kid still gets taken care of. The food
nanny.
gets made.
Yep.
That's a
What are we
genius
doing
idea.
today? Yeah, let's go to the Ugly Nanny.
I thought you were going to say a firm that specializes in digging out of nanny trouble. But
that's big business too, obviously.
But that's even one better. And then I've gotten 14,000 emails on the DOJ investigation into the NFL. Did you hear about this?
Of course.
More time on this tomorrow on an Agenda Free Friday. It's a better Friday topic. But if you've been listening to me on this show, if you've been listening to the off-air show, I've been calling for this for a couple of years. I've been asking for a congressional investigation or the fact that the government needs to get involved over the streaming services and the viewing of sports. And I think every time I did, I said, I know this sounds corny, that there ought to be an investigation or the government needs to get involved. But even though it sounded corny, I said at the time, this in my mind is one of the things I want government to do. The government has to stand up for the consumer. Because if the government doesn't stand up for the consumer, private business isn't. Private business, their job is to take advantage of the consumer. So someone has to stand up for us. And so I've always wanted the government and always thought that the streaming thing has gotten so over the top, so expensive, so complicated, so duplicitous. And it is duplicitous in that it's easy to sign up, but it's really hard to cancel. And they make it purposely hard to cancel. And they make it purposely confusing how it shows up on your credit card bills. We've gone over this. And it got to the point where I said the government's got to get involved. They are. They are. So we'll give you more on this story tomorrow. It's more of a Better Friday topic, but I think this was long overdue.
Just quickly, have you read Florio's post on this?
No.
You should.
So we'll do it tomorrow, like I said. Meanwhile, Final Word comes your way next. Hey, it's Felger here.
Now on Felger and Mazz.
It's the final
word. Recapping this 4-hour show in 4 minutes, which leads to the question, does it really need to be 4 hours long?
No. And the final word brought to you by Town Fair Tire. If you were looking for the best deal on tires, there's only one place to go. Town Fair Tire, the best prices and great free services. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. You know, you step into a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you can find many different kinds of ovens. Steam, convection, microwave. Today on Felger and Mazz, we introduced you to the stank oven.
Ty, how many 5-on-5 points does he have?
I don't have the top of my head.
I think it's one. I think all of his production saved for
good. I'll take the power play help.
I mean, I will too.
So you come back to the size with him, right?
Well,
so
a big part of it.
On Tuesday night, Logan Stankoven scored a power play goal. Do you know his height?
Murray, when you think stank oven, what do you think?
I think fish in the oven.
I once got so hammered, I for some reason was stumbling around and I peed in the oven.
Stank.
I peed in the oven. I was so bad. Bad night.
I know someone who peed on a keyboard.
But I peed in the.
10-2. Monday through Friday.
I used to pee in weird places. Once it was the oven, and I didn't know that I peed in the oven because I blacked out or something. And then I was making baked potatoes subsequently, and I said to myself,
"Oh, must be a horrible smell."
This something's wrong. What's wrong with my oven?
Did you eat the potato?
And I can't remember that, but I finally pieced it together. What I did. And so, stank oven.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a stank oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway,
who does stank oven play for?
This plays for Carolina.
This potato looks yellow.
It did have a little wang to it. I couldn't figure out how it got it. But go ahead.
But he's like 5'8" and 170 pounds. Like, and he's a productive player for them. Like, I think the size for Carolina. He scored a goal on Tuesday night.
Stank oven. Little wang to what movie? Anyone? So a couple emailers got it right.
Oh,
I don't know.
Is it Hollywood Nights?
Was it?
Hollywood Nights.
I don't know if I've seen that.
They spiked the punch. They took a leak in the punch, and one of the
I have a
the
vague
teachers or
recollection
the
of that.
principal or something was drinking the punch and does have a little wine.
I know the Seeger song. What's the movie? Who's in it?
It's Hollywood Nights. I can't remember who.
I've seen that movie.
Newsmeyer. Like who is the I can't remember. It's all my pop culture references are like 40 years old. That's one of them.
Tony Danza, Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert Wool. There you go. There's your cast.
There it is.
Stank oven.
Stank oven.
It's where you put your bad takes.
Poor guy.
You guys got to put that take in the stank oven.
So good. It's so good. All right, what do you got coming up on the baseball hour, man?
Well, Red Sox have won 2 in a row. They're rolling now. Matt McCarthy in studio tonight because we have a couple of important questions one of which Dean and Shrewsbury actually triggered during Felger and Mazz. So we'll touch on that and certainly revisit the team's play of late and also for McCarthy's benefit, play some of those Carabas comments that we played earlier today.
Agenda Free Friday is tomorrow. You know the new rules. Mazz's Tears is over.
You can't call. Yeah.
There's
That's
no more calling on the dirty doing duos. So that was that. But we'll have a lot of other things to talk about, for sure. Yeah, including I've been saying for years there ought to be a law about these streaming services, and there just might be. That's one that I do want to sink my teeth into.
I want to talk about this Jaylen Brown story that posted on ESPN today.
What's the Jaylen Brown story?
He and Ramona Shelburne basically saying, I'm not going to be a shrinking violet anymore, which I read that as stuff it, Jason Tatum. This is my team now.
Okay, I look forward to that one. That's on the board. We'll have a lot of stuff to talk about. It's an agenda-free Friday, and, of course, the Mazzters. We talk about that starting at 2. We'll talk to you then, fellers.
Bye.
See you.